Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Yesterday I was working on a new feature for the inside screen in my Spendboard app, and in this video I want to share with you what I ended up with, and I'm gonna walk you through my whole thinking process that helps me build new features. And by the way, I've recently opened a waitlist for the Spendboard iOS beta, and I will put the link in the description down below. Alright, let's dive in. Right now my app has four main screens. Money map, where you can see your overall finances like your money accounts, income sources, expense categories and saving goals. Then transaction list, which shows all the transactions you have already tracked between different money entities. New transaction screen, where you actually create a new transaction. And this settings screen that lets you change the reporting period, tweak some visual options, trigger a server sync and more. This time my task was to build the functionality for the Insights page. My first idea was to add a bunch of stats on transactions with filters, date pickers and options like hiding saving goals from the totals and so on and so on. But to be honest, I didn't think too deeply about it at first. I was just recycling ideas from other apps I have used before. And that turned out to be the main problem. Why a problem? Well, let's be real, if I open a screen once or twice that's packed with some complex filters and settings, I usually never go back to it, because it is just too complicated for me. So if a mobile app forces me to sit and really dig into it, I'm not going to spend my time on that honestly. So why should my future users have to? So eventually I abandoned all my old ideas and started fresh. And my two required criteria for this first Insights feature were usefulness and clarity. The feature had to answer a specific question users actually care about. And most people, I believe, use budgeting apps to track income and, most importantly, expenses. I decided that my feature should answer the question, am I staying with the budget I planned? And that was it. I, as a user, would probably want to know that. Next, I thought about how to visualize it. And to me, the most obvious way to show am I within my plan is a pie chart, something like that. I played with different styles and settled on one that changes colors based on how much of your budget you've already spent. I also added a few absolute numbers: how much budget is left, how many days remain in the reporting period, and average spending per day. And I thought it would be really cool to include a spending forecast based on your daily average. But here's the catch. With only a few days of tracking, say you have a big rent payment on day one, that forecast would look crazy high. So for now, I kept the formula simple, but I will only show the forecast once you've been tracking for at least 1 week of your reporting period. Okay, I also want to share how I actually work on that feature. Lately, I've been using voice-to-text tools because it helps me move way faster on my ideas. I just speak my thoughts into ChatGPT, ask it to weigh pros and cons from a user's perspective. Then I sketch out how it will look like, build it in the simulator, and if I'm unsure, I take a screenshot and send it to Claude Code or Cursor, since they have my project context and rules and styles and everything, and ask if it actually fits. Then, if I like the suggestion, I actually code it, and when I'm happy with that, I call that MVP done. So, all in all, this feature took me 2 days. One spent exploring ideas, checking other apps and mocking up designs, and one actually building it. Overall, I'm more and more trying to build new features with the keep features simple mindset, because the most important thing is making it clear what the user needs to do and what benefit they will get from that. But that doesn't mean my future features will be primitive. Some of them might be complex under the hood, but I will always try to make them feel obvious and intuitive for anyone, not just power users who have been working with finance apps for years. Thank you for watching this video. if you found this interesting or helpful, I would really appreciate your subscribe. And I'm going to keep working on my app, and honestly, I can't wait to launch it. And don't forget to join the waitlist. See you in the next one!